praise to the Most High.
What's going on, cold world? Young K.LaNe Hotel coming at you live and direct today. You dig what I'm saying? I just want to holler at y'all real quick about something, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't pull it over. You know what I mean? And I just want to tap in. I hope all is well with you and yours today. You understand me? I just want to sit there and remind you of a few things. You know what I mean? The qualities that you have within yourself. You know that you are created, you know what I'm saying, to do something great. Some of you are created to break the curses from your family, generational curses. You know what I'm saying? When people just seem they can't, they get close to meeting the mark, but they just can't seem to break to the other side for real. You know what I'm saying? It's still like they leave the earth with untapped potential. You know, that's like, I think, one of the worst feelings probably ever. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why people suffer from a lot of depression and a lot of these things, these negative feelings outside of bad relationships and events and stuff that they go through. You know what I'm saying? Trials and tribulations of life. But truth be told, through my thorough understanding of things throughout time, I'm starting to believe, honestly, that a lot of these things that we endure in life, outside of what we endure in our youth, that we can't control. You know, you can't control what you're born into. You can't control how you was raised. You can't, you wasn't raising yourself right. But when you get to a place of adulthood, when you can become responsible for yourself, you can choose to hang on to the past. You know what I'm saying? You can choose to hang on to that and be on some woe is me type shit. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's me against the world type vibe. Or you can start digging deep within yourself and start finding peace within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Start to realize, and it's easier said than done because it took me a while to get to this point. Straight up. Recognizing that sometimes the people that surround you, you know what I'm saying, they're built to boost you into another level. They're not, that's the whole point of them being around. People are like, oh, I ain't getting no love while I'm at. Well, that's the point. I'm starting to learn that a lot of times that's the point of it. Is to keep you uncomfortable so you won't get comfortable being where you at. I don't even know what part I just left off on. I don't even know what part I just left off on. But I was sitting there talking about, or I skipped, I really don't even know. Well, I really don't know, y'all. I'm finna tell you where I'm at right now, though. I was talking about this sermon that I heard from THiS, right? And he was talking about codfish. And using this as an example for something, just follow me real quick, okay? Follow me with this. At a point in time, codfish was a delicacy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was eating codfish. I think like it was, what is everybody eating right now? I forgot what's the fancy little fish or whatever. Anyway, they were trying to ship codfish from one coast to the next on the train back in the day. And it would show up when they put it on ice at first. It would show up, it wouldn't be as fresh. Clearly. Then they try to put it in the tank when they were still alive. They would feed them from one coast to the next on the train, but they still, by the time they got to the California from New York or whatever, they still wasn't when it hit the plate, it just wasn't tasting good, right? Okay, so they had to figure out a way to keep the blood flowing, I guess the adrenaline rushing in the fish, to keep them fresh, to keep it like they out in the ocean, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? So keep them always active, right? So how can you keep these fish active? Uncomfortable, really. Because the place when your adrenaline is high and rushing, you know what I'm saying, normally in a pressure situation, or you're uncomfortable. Either way, you got to put up a shut up, right? And guess what they did? They put catfish in the tank with the damn fish. Put catfish. Them catfish had their ass running around the tank the whole time. Like TDJ was in there saying that, and the point he was making in that was, we have catfish in our life. The whole point of them being there is not just to piss you off or to say, woe is me, it's to keep your ass running. Now, a lot of times I like this and say, oh, don't run from shit. You're a coward if you run. No, I'm not saying that type of running. I'm talking about there's common sense that clicks in. When you know that you're fighting a dead cause, meaning that no matter what, have you ever whooped somebody's ass before and they still talk shit? You come back and whoop their ass again and they still talking shit? You're dealing with a spiritual entity at that point. That is beyond human things. Like, you got to recognize when it's like spiritual warfare. Real talk. That's just like a fucking minion. like a gnat buzzing at you. You understand what I'm saying? These things occur in life. You got certain people in your life right now. No matter what you do, no matter what you do for them, how you do it for them, they will always be. They'll never have nothing good to say. They'll never support you. All that good stuff that you put out towards them, you'll never get it back. Just stop expecting it. You understand what I'm saying? Just stop expecting it, because they were put in your life to show you something, teach you something about yourself, the value, how you're looking at yourself. And it's also showing you what you don't want in your life. But a lot of times we don't really know until we go through some things. We think we know, but we really don't know until we go through some stuff, right? Because at one point in time, what you thought you wanted, and then you actually acquired it, and you got it, and you sat with it for a minute, you realize, nah, this is not where it's at. I've been there before. You feel me? Everything that I'm talking to y'all about, I'm speaking from pure experience. Pure experience. That's why I can speak so candidly about it. I'm just being so open. I'll just be trying to get gain to folks so y'all won't come and scrape your knee and bump your head, man. So you can say them prayers to big homie. I'd rather y'all come to God talking about how y'all can build, generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? How you can goddamn, help transition the kingdom here on earth. You know what I'm saying? Doing your part, you feel me? Lining up, man, aligning with his word and his purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do it, it makes the world a better place. Like, for real. I ain't even being holding it out, but it's like common sense shit. It's really common sense at this point. If you link up with God, man, you understand what I'm saying? Like, real talk, and make him like your business partner, your life partner, all these things first, right? How can you fail? God already said he don't go back on his word. That's why you got bad folks, right? So-called evil people, right? But they carry out godly principles. I think I said this in a previous video. You have folks that will go, literally, they're not Christians. And I ain't saying you got to be a Christian to be all, to, follow God, because it's bigger than religion for me. You understand what I'm saying? It just so happened that I was raised up in the Christian foundation, right? So I can always go back to that. And for the most part, a lot of black folks that I know, especially in the South, grew up in the Bible Belt. So even if you're not a Christian, you understand where I'm coming from, because you went to a church at least twice in your life. Your grandma, somebody in your family, you know what I'm saying? This is a place where if nobody don't understand what the fuck you talking about, you can start right here and build from there. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm meeting everybody where they at. Instead of taking you all the way into space with it. You ain't ready to hear about divine math and science and all that kind of shit. You ain't ready to hear about all that, what happened before Genesis. Niggas ain't ready for that, man. And I ain't saying like y'all on some slow shit. I'm just saying, for the most part, like, folks ain't, I'm just trying to start at a certain, build. We building. We building, but it's like really common sense shit. I want you to understand, like, what's been given to us, man, the game that's been given to you right there, dead in them scriptures, like, real talk. Everybody can find yourself in them scriptures. Dead serious. Any situation, it can be found in them, man. It's so scandalous in them. For all you, you know what I'm saying, some people just love to hear drama, tap into drama. They got more drama in the Bible than they do Facebook on everything. On everything. Talking about folks cheating and doing all kind of stuff. And then all these street niggas, you talking about some niggas that's some killers? Boy, these niggas got real live bodies on the Bible, bro. I'm talking about hundreds of bodies, my nigga. And God still used them to do a great thing on the earth. Especially like Saul. Saul slaughtered Christians by the hundreds, my nigga. Thousands, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for real. And he still was called to do a great work. That's like a rock crying out in the place of those who were raised in a place where they never even experienced nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? God got certain people, he didn't allow them to have a vainglorious life. That's not even a real word, but a vainglorious life. You understand what I'm saying? From the beginning all the way through. They don't have a couple of potholes for the most part, but man, they don't been blessed. Oh, they been in a position where they been in the ministry for a long time. They know the word, right? But they not out here doing what God done called them to do for years. They bullshitting. They slow with the foot. They all about theyself. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really trying to move the kingdom forward. So like he's saying in Revelation, in the end time, my nigga, he gonna have the rocks crying out in their place. Oh, you wanna do the job? The job gotta get done. So I'm finna bring young K.LaNe Hotel up here. Now the way he gonna give it to you, you're not gonna really, you know what I'm saying, might go off your head a little bit. The brother a little deep. You understand what I'm saying? But he done been through some things. You understand what I'm saying? He can be used. You know what I'm saying? I've been tried and never denied, my nigga. Tried and never denied, and then tried again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my brothers in the light. You understand what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of light out here for people to get, a lot of illumination to get within yourself. It's all around you. I want you to recognize the time that you are living in right now.